Hi everyone, welcome back. As the gardening season has wrapped up, we wanted to look back at the lessons learned and the gardening failures we've had. We've definitely had a few things that didn't quite work out, so we wanted to share them with you as things don't always work out in gardening, and we wanted to learn from our mistakes and see what we can do better next year. So, the first crop that hasn't quite worked out was sweet potatoes. We planted a couple of these in grow bags on the balcony from slips that we propagated earlier in the spring, and then also a couple in ground in the allotment garden, just to see what grows better, if we get a good crop, and if it's even worth it. And as you can see, the crop was not so great. We didn't actually get properly sized sweet potatoes at all. And considering that they were in the ground for 3 to 4 months, this seems like a bit of a waste of space for us. So we weren't very happy with the result. So we don't think we'll be growing sweet potatoes again in the future. I'm curious to know if any of you have had success growing sweet potatoes in your garden. As an alternative to sweet potatoes, we will continue growing regular potatoes in the garden. They grow equally well in grow bags on the balcony as well as in ground at the allotment garden. We seem to have pretty consistent crops year after year. This year, the crop wasn't very abundant. It just didn't seem to be a very good year for potatoes for us. But even so, it was a lot more plentiful than the sweet potato crop. So, because of that, we will no longer grow sweet potatoes and continue growing regular potatoes both on the balcony and at the allotment garden. Another crop that hasn't quite worked out for us this year is Brussels sprouts. After many, many attempts of trying to plant it, we finally were able to grow it successfully. But the crop was pretty underwhelming. The sprouts themselves were very small, and the plant takes such a long time to grow that it's just not worth it for us to grow it and have it take up space for 3 to 4 months at a time. So instead of growing Brussels sprouts, going forward, we will focus on growing different varieties of cabbage. For example, by comparison, Brussels sprouts takes 90 days to grow from seed to harvest, and this quick cropping cabbage tiara is much quicker. So we can actually have two succession plantings of that. And the final crop that was a complete failure was honey and cream corn variety. We got seeds at a seed swap, so it may be that there was an issue with them, but they just didn't give us any crop whatsoever. So next year, instead of growing the honey and cream corn variety, we will keep growing the Jubilee super sweet corn that has been quite successful for us in the past. Thank you so much for watching.